every day and night.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Constitutionalist Podcast. I am your host, Joseph M. Leonard. That's Leonard. It looks French. It's not. It's Leonard without an O. Thank you for tuning in. As Graham Norton used to say on his show, let's get on with the show! Hello, gang. How are you doing? This is a cheat segment. I am recording this as a lead-in to a standard Saturday show that is going to now air through the audio platforms, 25 plus, of Constitutionalist Podcasts. What was formerly a CTP video exclusive that I feel needs to go out as a regular show. So bear that in mind when recorded. It was a video exclusive. So the dates, it could be from a month ago. It could be from a couple months ago. So bear that in mind when you hear things regarding time frames. It may be from a while ago, so particular references may be a little dated. And this segment of cheat, right? I'm recording it. I'll be using it with several video exclusives turned Saturday episodes. Without further ado, let's get on with the show! I just had it is Saturday, February 7th that I'm recording this. This probably won't air for quite some time, but Saturday, February 7th, I'm supposed to be recording with someone in 12 minutes. It's 11:48 a.m. here in the Detroit, Michigan area. And last minute, they say they're having an issue with a microphone and need to push it off later in the day. So, okay, I said, sure. How about let's go for 4 o'clock, because I do have a 2 o'clock interview. At any rate, I am working on my 5th book in my Life and Living series. Just came to me the other day and I started it. So I want to talk to you, though. What does that have to do with anything? White Lion had a song, When the Children Cry. That's the genesis of this episode, to talk about that song. But it relates to the Life and Living book 5. Well, it doesn't relate to that book, but it relates in that it is part of the playlist. I created a soundtrack, a musical score, if you will, for my Life and Living series books. tinyurl.com/life and living series. All pushed together, of course. tinyurl.com/life and living series. Yes, I love using the tinyurl services. Otherwise, links are way too long. It's up to like 900 songs. So you've got days and days worth of music videos there, because it's a YouTube music videos playlist for the Life and Living series of books. I've been using it as inspiration and background play while I've been writing my Life and Living series of books to help give partial inspiration. And also in many of the Life and Living series books, I mention musical artists or a song or two that relate in the stories that I'm telling. It gives you an extra layer, like a picture can be worth 1,000 words. Well, mentioning a song title can be like
1,000 pages story added into a story if it relates properly and well. But the playlist, tinyurl.com/Carpe Diem official playlist, tinyurl.com/Carpe Diem official playlist. That's the Life and Living series soundtrack or musical score bonus material. I like giving you bonus material online out of the book on top of the, extras for your money. Who else is doing that? At any rate, White Lion, When the Children Cry came up, doesn't relate. It's a Life and Living song, and it's one I like, so it's in the playlist, and it happened to come up the other day. Well, I want to talk about a couple lines. Yeah, it's a good song. It's a great, hopeful, wonderful, joyous, can't we all just get along kind of song. One line, no more presidents and the wars will end. Well, let me give them grace. I'm sure they're not referring to Wilson, U.S. President Wilson, and U.S. President FDR, who entered the United States into the 2 world wars and brought those world wars to an end, or all of Europe and probably Asia would be speaking German, potentially us. Now, yes, right, English is a Germanic derivative language, so please don't send me a nastygram. Well, kind of, sort of, you already are talking German. English is a Germanic descendancy language. So, that aside, yes, go back in the Constitutionalist Politics podcast platform, especially BitChute, Constitutionalist channel, J. Leonard Detroit channel, Origins of Language. Yes, English is a Germanic derivative language, blah, 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 but no more presidents and the wars will end. Well, I'm sure they're being generic there. Presidents, premiers, kings, queens, whatever. I've written and recorded music. The line would, no more presidents or premiers or kings or queens or leaders of any sort. It's too long a line and too hard to rhyme. So no more presidents and the wars will end. Well, again, a great, wonderful, intended sentiment, I'm sure. We would all love peace, but, and I'm about to get into this more, it is devoid of human nature. Humans, I'm sorry, tribes in memoriam of through all time, humans have been warring tribal creatures. God gave us free will. I'm going to get into that more in a minute. Let me give them grace. No more presidents. I'm sure they mean, they're preaching kind of a libertarian, anarchical society. No governance, no leaders. We all just coexist together. Oh, wonderful kumbaya, right? John Lennon, imagine there's no countries. BS. Again, devoid of human nature and understanding humankind. Also, When the Children Cry, line, one united world under God. Oh, again, great. Who wouldn't want that? It would be great. It would be so wonderful. It's devoid of understanding God, for one, and humanity for the other. God gave us free will. So the only way one united world under God is going to happen is if God decides to take away free will and comes down and takes away all weapons of any and every kind. So we have no tools to war with. That's devoid of reality. God gave us free will. Some will use it for evil. Some will use it to seek power and control over others. Some will use it to war their free will to want to oppress others and put themselves as ruling elites over everybody else. That's the reality of human psychology 101, human nature and the human condition. So, one united world under God is a wonderful notion. It's just not real. It's a great sentiment, a great notion, and I give them credit for the song and the desire and the wonderful intent, right? Because it's children, it's young people generally that are sent to fight and die in our wars. And the children, of course, younger children, really suffer during it. Adults can manage usually to take care of themselves. Oops, I got a pop-up notice. Since it's 2 minutes to noon, hey, you're supposed to start your Zoom. Hey, Zoom, I'm in the middle of a Zoom. Shut up. They rescheduled. One united world under God. Unless God takes away free will, not going to happen. Not going to happen. It's devoid of reality of human nature. So unless God takes away free will and wipes out all weaponry on the planet, not happening. Oh, back to president, right? Recently, Trump made preempt. So it's not United States presidents. Again, giving them grace. I'm sure they didn't mean just, hey, eliminate United States presidents and there'd be no war. They don't mean that. Trump preemptively made strikes in Iran lately to prevent them from having a nuclear weapon, or at least delay it, stall them from getting it, because they chant death to Israel and death to America, the Ayatollahs, the Geishas, as I call them, terrorstrikes.info/GIJIAS, terrorstrikes.info/Geishas, Global Islamic Jihadist Interim Army Soldiers, Islamic fundamentalist morons wanting to destroy others, kill others, especially Jews, but Israel is just the little Satan to them. The United States and all the Western culture in general is the big Satan to them. They chant death to Israel, death to America, and they mean it. And they force their people to chant it also. So to prevent or at least delay a nuclear holocaust, Trump took out nuclear sites in Iran, a preemptive war to hopefully prevent a bigger, broader war. It's the reality of the world we live in. One united world under God. Great notion. Wonderful. Never happening. Unrealistic. But again, thank you, White Lion, for the song. I love the song. It's part of tinyurl.com/Carpe Diem official playlist. Anyone and everyone can play online. Great tune. Glad you wrote it. Glad you recorded it. I love it. It's a wonderful sentiment. It's just not real. Minor skirmishes. Hopefully you want to avoid bigger ones so you don't have World War III, more destructive than all the previous wars combined, like World War I and World War II ended up being. I had to talk about it. And it came up because The working title of my 5th book in the Life and Living series, again, tinyurl.com/life and living series. They're all loosely related, even though they have different main characters based on the concepts of being about life and living, not death and destruction, though there can be some of that in the books, but the human condition, human nature, life on this fallen planet, humans given God, or given free will by God. And some will choose bad as their choice. And as the Rush song says, and yeah, that song's in there, if you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. You allow others to make the choices for you. Again, great tune, just devoid of all realistic human nature and acknowledging God gave us free will.
Okay, cut. I'm terminating the video exclusive there. I'm just going to chime in to add some additional thought. It's kind of like, again, thank you, White Line. It's a great hope song. Hope is great, but hope isn't a strategy. It's a great aspirational tune. We should want peace. We should work toward peace and for peace, but recognizing for all things, turn. Yeah, music, the song, it's biblical, it's scriptural. There is a season. Just the other day, I don't have the notes here. I was talking about the scriptures, the one scripture where it says, turn your sword into a plowshare. Another scripture says, let them sell their garments to buy a sword. Are those contradictory? No. The whole Bible in full context. Contextually, for all things, there is this season. Some you hope for peace, you work for peace, you try for peace, but sometimes war shows up at your door, whether you want it or like it or not, and have to deal with it. Those are contradictory scriptures. They must be taken in the proper context of which they are intended. And then also music. Is it the Beach Boys? Wouldn't it be nice if blah, 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 blah. Wouldn't it be nice if? Yeah, if. I'm using air quotes there. If. Great to have hopes and dreams. Wonderful to look back and say, wouldn't it be wonderful if that could have happened? Well, it didn't. Or wouldn't it be nice if this could happen? Well, it ain't. Reality versus delusion. And I'm going to cut it here because I'm gone too long already. I want, speaking of music, tack on a few recent songs I've created with Suno. tinyurl.com/JLD on Suno. I cut out the rest of the video exclusive. I fell back into talking about my books again, about human nature, because again, yes, human nature. We need to understand it. We need to talk about it. It's part of the reality versus delusion. At Suno, tinyurl.com/JLD on Suno, there's a tough love gospel song. I'm not going to share that one here. I've shared it on other episodes. I'm going to share with you Patriots, the people, we, a song called Hectic Living. We need to slow it down about life in general in our modern times. And another one about human nature and the human condition. What's the title? Oh boy, I'm forgetting. I can't shrink this while I'm zooming. Anyway, there will be a third one on there. I just recorded last night. Complex beings. Thank you. We are complex beings. This is a fallen world. It's complex. It's complicated. Hence the one title of my book, Complicated. Things aren't going to go the way we want them to all the time. We must deal in the reality of sometimes the sad way things are. Human nature, the way it is, not the way we wish it would be.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Every life is a story. Some just end too soon. Ryan's life unfolds through words on paper, dreams of youth, love discovered, and the challenges of growing up. He found purpose in love, joy in family, and meaning in every small moment. But even the strongest hearts can break, and sometimes life takes unexpected turns. Through laughter and loss, Ryan leaves behind something greater than memories, a lasting legacy. A short story, A Lasting Legacy, by Joseph M. Leonard. A moving reflection on life, love, and the stories we leave behind. Available on Amazon in ebook, paperback, and hardcover editions. By Joseph M. Leonard.
White Lion. Again, great song. Hopeful, aspirational. And we should hope and want and work for better. But understand, if it don't happen, that's life. That's reality. Okay, anyway, thank you all. Take care. God bless. Love you all.
That's the obstacle. No flip, 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 flam from me. I stand where you can see, consistent and firm. That's key. That's what you'll always see from patriots, the people. We from patriots, the people. We. Hey. You selling us quick fixes, we paying in long scars. We measure you in actions, not speeches and gold cars. We don't bow to titles we question, we stay free. Respect is earned in daylight, not whispered behind screens. No flip, 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 flam from me. I stand where you can see, consistent and firm. That's key. That's what you'll always see from patriots, the people. We from patriots, the people. We stand up. I hold all sides accountable. Spare me, you BS. Values and principles are necessary and laudable. No flip, 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 flam from me. Consistent and firm is what you'll always see from patriot Americans, the people. We.
Hectic living. We went from brother, can you spare a dime,
Nowadays, brother, can you spare some time? Fast-paced, hectic days need return to simpler ways. Get it quick, need slow it down. We're lost and need be refound. Can we turn it around? We went from breadlines to deadline. From brother, can you spare a dime? To brother, can you spare some time? Get it quick, need to slow it down. All this gold can't buy solid ground. Fast-paced hearts skipping every sign. We're losing ground. Brother, can you spare some time? Screen glow midnight, eyes still wired, chasing every little fire. But the hot chocolate's gone cold, the kids outgrown, and we missed it, scrolling on our phones. Get it quick, need to slow it down. All this gold can't buy solid ground. Fast-paced hearts skipping every sign. We're losing ground. Brother, can you spare some time? Maybe trade this rush for a walk round the block. Talk like we used to talk. Hey, counting blessings, not the overtime, just your hand in mine. Get it quick, need to slow it down. All this gold can't buy solid ground. Fast-paced hearts skipping every sign. We're losing ground. Brother, can you spare some time?
Complex beings, yeah, we bend, we break, we mend. We got moods, we got ranges, quick flips, strange rearrangements. Seasons shifting in our skin, quiet storms behind a grin. One word, whole day changes, heart rewrites its own pages. We're just complex beings, that's what we are. Puzzle piece hearts, little bite-sized scars. We got ups, we got downs, still we stick around. On a dime, we can turn it all around. Complex beings, tangled and true. Half of me running, half running to you. Complicated, yeah, the book spells out the reasons, but I love you through the chapters and the seasons. You're a sunrise, you're a shutdown, you're a soft laugh in a letdown. You go quiet, then you're singing. Every mood, every shade, still clinging. I'm a question in your doorway, you're an answer said the long way. Both hands full of tiny trees, and still we stay through the reasons. We're just complex beings, that's what we are. Puzzle piece hearts, little bite-sized scars. We got ups, we got downs, still we stick around. On a dime, we can turn it all around. Complex beings, tangled and true. Half of me running, half running to you. Complicated, yeah, the book spells out the reasons, but I love you through the chapters and the seasons. Complex beings, we have moods, we have ranges, seasons and changes. We have ups and downs, on a dime can turn it around. Complicated, the book spells out some of the reasons. Complex beings, We got moods, we got ranges, little storms in our teacups, whole climates, seasons and changes. We go quiet, we go wild, we go tender then tough. One word, one look, one moment can be way too much. We're just complex beings, breathing, trying to make some meaning. From all these turns and twists inside, we fall apart then realign. We're just complex beings, reaching, hearts cracking open, healing. We got ups and downs on a dime, can turn it around. Oh, some days I'm the hero, some days I'm the doubt. I'm the riddle and the rumor, and I'm still working it out. Complicated like the book spells out some of the reasons. Every chapter, every scar, every quiet little treason. So if I change in the middle of a sentence, if I laugh when I'm breaking down, that's just all my different versions showing up at once right now. Hey, we're just complex beings, breathing, trying to make some meaning. From all these turns and twists inside, we fall apart, then realize we're just complex beings, reaching, hearts cracking open, healing. We got ups and downs on a dime, can turn it around. On a dime, can turn it around.
It ain't all sweet songs by the fire, warm hands, soft words, pretty choirs. If I cut out the thorns from the story, I'd be dressing up a grave as glory. This is tough love gospel, not just campfire shine. If I sand down the edges, I turn truth into a lie. Reality or delusion, I can't serve both sides. I'm not here just for the choir, I'm here where the hurt hearts hide. Yeah. Some pages bleed red in the margins, hard lines, hard calls, hard bargains. If I skip over storms for your comfort, then your house gets washed in the flood water. This is tough love gospel, not just campfire shine. If I sand down the edges, I turn truth into a lie. Reality or delusion, I can't serve both sides. I'm not here just for the choir, I'm here where the hurt hearts hide. Oh, do you want a dream or do you want a mirror? Do you want a joke or do you want it clearer? If the truth cuts deep, let it cut through fear. Better scars that heal than a sweet lie in your ear. This ain't cotton candy truth, ain't a campfire sing-along rhyme. You can't sell sweet dreams while the house burns behind. If it never cuts deep, it was sugar all along. If you skip the hard pages, you just rewrote the song. This is tough love gospel, not rainbows on a wire. If you hide the hard words, you're just fanning the fire. I won't preach delusion just to make it sound lighter. If I only soothe the choir, I'm a singer, not a fighter. You can hum all the feel-good lines while your neighbor breaks inside. Quote hope like a slogan, then look away from the crime. But a bandage on a bullet wound is a pretty little lie if the truth never offends us. Did we ever even try? This is tough love gospel, not sell them painted grace. I'd rather stand alone and smile and dodge the weight. Don't ask for easy comfort, then curse the honest cost. Love that never warns you will leave you more than lost. This is tough love gospel, not rainbows on a wire. If you hide the hard words, you're just fanning the fire. I won't preach delusion just to make it sound lighter. If I only soothe the choir, I'm a singer, not a fighter. Oh, if I dress up the danger, I'm a liar, not a writer. Tough love. The Bible isn't just rainbows and lollipops, singing kumbaya around the campfire. You cannot ignore the harsh reality drops. To peddle such makes you a liar. Reality versus delusion, speaking not just to the choir. This, that, and in all things transpires.
Like and subscribe to Constitutionalist Politics Podcast and share episodes. We need your help.
Thank you for having tuned into another Constitutionalist podcast show. I really appreciate that you stopped by. Again, please like, share, subscribe. We need you to help spread the Constitutionalist movement. Thank you again. Take care. God bless. Love you all.
Joseph Leonard standing up for what is right, loves God and shares his message every day and night. Believes in freedom and making his voice heard, sharing his message over all the earth. God loves you, Joseph.